Devim, and a very good afternoon to all of you. And I really welcome. It's my pleasure, and let me take this opportunity to welcome you all on this Dhammapada Stories and Fact series. As we know that we are continuously reciting this Dhammapada Gathas from last Falgun Purnima, and we wish to continue this Akhanda, this continuous chanting of recites of the Dhammapada verses from till this complete year, that is coming Falgun Purnima. And on this auspicious event, let me welcome you here in this program. And with this, before we move on, let us pay our respect to our great leaders and Tathagata Sambuddha, who give us this Dhamma to us and change our life. So I request all of you to please hold your hand, close your eyes, and let us pay our respect to Triple Gem by paying our respect to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha Vandana. So let me take this honor. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sanghang Namami. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So thank you all. Welcome everyone in this program. And before we move on, let me give you a brief idea about let me set context of today's program. So today we are going to listen to Venerable Marthuvela Vijitasiri. He is from Sri Lanka, and we have heard respected venerables in last program as well. But today, today's program is very special because till the time we were just reciting the verses mentioned in the Dhammapada book. But now today we are going to understand what is the meaning, what is the crux, what is the output of this Pali words into Hindi or English. So that we are going to listen from Venerable. And let me give you some brief introduction about respected venerables. So respected Venerable Marthuvela Vijitasiri is from a very popular university in Kelaniya University in Sri Lanka, and he is working there as an assistant professor. And he is known for his teaching, his depth of Dhamma, and his ability to teach Dhamma in a very simple way. So this is in this program, in our platform, we have listened him many times. At the same time, he's teaching this Dhamma to all the international students and on international forums. So I am very happy to invite respected Venerable, and I'm with the full gratitude in my heart. I am inviting respected Venerable to please come and uh, please advise us on Dhammapada and start delivering his lecture. So I request Venerable to please come on and take the stage. Thank you, Venerable. Can't hear you, Venerable. No, respected Venerable. Your voice is not audible.
Now, can you hear me now?
Yes, Venerable. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, thank you. So, please allow
Okay.
me
Thank
to,
you. Sorry. Okay. Now, can we start? No.
yes. So, before that, I would like to request you, can we invite one of our Upasika to chant the initial two verses from Dhammapada? So, Sakshi Wankhede is the Upasika.
Yes.
Yes. So
Wait. Wait a minute. When I tell, they can start. Okay. I will
okay.
inform when they need.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I will start and I will. Samantha Chakravalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Sadhammam Munirajas Sunantu Sangamukhdam Dhammasavana Kalo Ayam Bhadanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayam Bhadanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayam Bhadanta Namo tassa bhagavatu arhatu samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavatu arhatu samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavatu arhatu samma sambuddhassa. Okay. Now I would like to invite Upasika to recite first two Gatha, first two Dhammapada Gatha.
Thank you, respected one. तो या ताई प्लीज आइए और पहले जो धम्मपद की गाथा है उसका संगायन करें.
Yes, sir. First of all, Namo Buddhaya, Yamak Vago. Mano Pubbangama Dhamma, Mano Seta Mano Maya, Manasa Parutena, Bhasati Va Karoti Va. ततो नං दुःखमन्वेति चक्रं वहतो पदं मनोपुब्बंगमाधम्मा मनोसेट्ठा मनोमया मनसा चेपसन्नेन भासति वा करोति वा ततो नං सुखमन्वेति छायाव अनपायिनी.
Thank you so much. I kindly request all of you to unmute your microphone because it will disturb others. And I would like to request as well as to open your video camera. It's okay, not the mic. Okay. Thank you so much, dear Dhamma friends. First of all, I would like to pay my sincere gratitude for for inviting me for this important event, for the organizer of Pali Badanta Charya Pali Promotional Foundation. As we know, you have recited Dhammapada Samgayana. You have all joined Dhammapada Samgayana program. And last week, we organized a lecture to understand or introduce Dhammapada and its relevance, and we look at it in different ways. Today, I would like to start this program as our presenter who was introduced me explain. Today, I would like to explain from today, Gatha by Gatha, with the meaning and its stories, as well as the important facts, Dhamma facts of this Gatha. First of all, I would like to introduce the Dhamma Desana or Dhamma preaching tradition in Sri Lanka, because I think it's not familiar with you. First of all, before Dhamma Desana, as I did, we invite all the Devas to hear Dhamma, like Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddhamman Munirajasa Sunantu Saggamokada. In this way, we invite not even for the human beings, but also we invited for the Devas. And I would like to explain the other point is, at the beginning of Dhamma preaching, we used to give a small advice to the listener how to listen Dhamma and the importance of listening Dhamma. So this is our first and foremost lecture series. So today I would like to take few minutes to give a small advice uh, regarding the listening of the Dhamma. How should we listen Dhamma, as well as the value, the importance, the significance of the listening Dhamma. You know, the Buddha explained, Dhammo sada samannati etantivata bhikkavo. The Buddha said, "O monk, there is no any other medicine equal to Dhamma." You know, there are many diseases, even these days, like corona pandemic. We can have many diseases. The Buddha said, Sansa Roga Mahakbaya, most dangerous disease in the world, in the universe, is Sansara Bhaya. You know, the corona is only for this life. Even any other cancer, maybe any other most dangerous, any other disease, only for this life. Think how many lives have been suffering from this samsara dukkha. So the Buddha's Dhamma, or the teaching of the Dhamma, to eradicate the sansara roga, that means the suffering or the disease of the sansara. So we are like patient. We all, how much we are healthy, still we are very strong, very powerful. Still, all of us just like patient. Why? We have jati, jara, vyadi, marana, soka, parideva, dukh, etc. All the diseases. This is not only for this life. It is all the samsara. That's why we are migrating, we are wandering in this samsaric journey. So, Buddha said, this is the medicine. This is the medicine which can be eradicate this dangerous, most dangerous disease. This is the medicine that can be eradicated. So we are going to listen that medicine. Now I have a question, all of you. I think I would like to do this session not just like what do you call lecture series. I really enjoy with this like question and answer session. So you can reply me as you know, as you experience. You go to doctor. and you say, I have like these pains, and I have these diseases. Give me or prescribe me some medicine. Then the doctor take like this paper and write, okay, take this medicine, and what we do? We come to our home, and as Ayurvedic, we can boil and we can do something, and we eat or drink that medicine. Or Western medicine, we buy so many tablets, and we, after the meal or before meal, we take that medicine. But imagine a person goes to the doctor and take the medicine, the list of the medicine, and come to home and keep it very secure, very safe place and sleep. What do you think? Can he eradicate or overcome his pain or his disease? I think no. Likewise, Buddha said, this is listening to the Dhamma. Listening to the Dhamma or reading Dhamma is just like listening to the list of the medicine. So Buddha said, this is the way that we should follow. Sunat dharet charat dhammi. The most famous statement of the Buddha. How to practice this Dhamma? The step by step. First, Sunat, listen the Dhamma. Then Sunat dharet, understand. Or you can have some doubts. You have to clear them and understand well. After that, Sunat charat dhammi. After that, you have to follow. Likewise, this is the advice. You all just do not listen this Dhamma. Always, every day I hope to explain like this small, at least one gatha or two gatha or maybe three, four gatha. And always I explain how to apply these Dhamma concepts or Dhamma facts into our day-to-day life. So I think you all can follow these things and you can apply, because still even the Buddha lived in 6th century BC in India. These all the statesmen, all the Dhamma can be applied in any point of around the world. So even we can use today. That's the term of Akalika Dhamma. So I would like to explain this in very simple way so you can follow this and you can with me. And I would like to share another small story with you. After that, I will turn to the explain in the Dhammapada. I think this is very famous story. As I remember, this is maybe from India also. One day, there was a ship. In that ship, there was a very, what do you call, old um, captain mean who was driving the ship. And in that same ship, uh, another passenger, there were many passengers, but there was a very young professor. Then you can understand professor mean he has good knowledge, deep knowledge in various subjects. So both the person, that old uneducated old captain as well as the professor, was traveling by this ship in the deep sea. After few days, one day that professor came to the poor captain and asked, "Hello, dear captain, do you know geography?" That old captain has no good education, but he can handle that ship like that in ancient time. He said, "Oh dear sir, I am sorry, I do not know much about geography." What happened? Do you know this story? Then he blamed, "See, old man, you have destroyed or you have vanished your mm, half part of your life, but still you don't know geography." Like that, he blamed and go. The same next day, even he came and asked, "Dear Captain, do you know serious oceology?" Like that, various subjects come and ask. The replies remain same. He say, "I am sorry, I don't know much about that." Then what happened? He replied, he scolded him, blamed him, and go. Like that, few days passed. After that, what happened? One day, suddenly, that captain came to that professor's room and knocked the door and opened the door very quickly and asked, dear professor, do you know, no, can you swim or do you know how to swim? Swim, you know, in the water? Yeah, swimming." He said, "Oh my God, what happened? I know all the subject, but I cannot swim." He replied suddenly, "Oh my God, then get ready to die. The ship has broken, it clashed the mountain and broken the ship." See, this is very important to our Dhamma facts. Why? Like we are also in the same ship. That means we are in the deep sleep of samsara, deep, deep sea, deep ocean of samsara. We all are traveling through the samsara. Ah, Dhamma is the like swimming. Whatever we earn, whatever we study, what power we have, still we do, if we do not follow the Dhamma, we all have to dump in the water. So this is the my advice. This is not the education purpose. This is actually for your practical life. So please listen, be carefully, and you can ask actually every day. Every Sunday we hope to continue this session. And after the session, I will give 10 or 5 minutes for discussion. If you have any problems, you can ask. Even if you cannot ask here, you can post as a WhatsApp group or anything else. We can discuss them because this is completely our mission to do, and not the any other purpose. Most our purpose is the main purpose of this program to understand and realize the reality of the world. So I am not going to do too much details in this way. This is very brief advice for you to understand what is the Dhamma. Because Dhamma means, Dharma means the Dhatu root Dhru in Sanskrit. Dhru means hold. We all hold by the Dharma. It prevents us from the hell. So we can live this life very happy, very mindful way, very simple way, and even next life. So today Gatha, I am moving to my Gatha. I think we have only 1 hour. So I am moving to today. I hope to explain first two Gatha in the Dhammapada. The first Vagga, as mentioned, Yamaka Vagga. Shreya chanted it in very beautiful way. Thank you so much. And the Yamaka Vagga means, Yamaka means two or couple. All the Gatha in the Yamaka Vagga, there are a couple of Gatha, two Gatha. You can understand one Gatha explain positive, another Gatha explain negative. That means if you do these bad things, you will get like this. And if you act very good way, you will get like that. good and bad, and right and wrong, like that. Always it has two gathas, or it consists two couple of gathas. So it's called yamaka. Yamaka means both or two couple. So in the gatha, we hope to discuss first two gatha. As mentioned, Mano Pubbangama Dhamma Mano Settha Mano Maya. I think you remember. Manasache Paduttehena Bhasati va Karoti va Tato nan dukkha man veti Chakkanva Vahato Padam. I will read it, or I will recite it in this manner again. Mano Pubbangama Dhamma Mano Settha Mano Maya Manasache Paduthena Bhasati Va Karoti Va Tato nan dukkha man veti Chakkanva Vahato Pada. We'll listen next time another Gatha. First, I will explain this Gatha and the Dhamma facts. First, I will explain the meaning. After that, I explain in brief way some Dhamma concept. There are so many Gatha Dhamma facts teachings in one Gatha. But in the first day, I am not going to explain all the Gatha in the deep concept in this manner. I day by day, because for example, if I talk about karma, there are so many Gatha regarding karma. So I have a management system. I know what I explain and what to explain. So I will explain brief some point by point, and next time when I meet another Gatha like that, even mine like that. In the Chittavagga also we can talk many things about mine. The other point is I would like to discuss some wrong views. Wrong views mean not the other opposite philosophers or other things. The Buddhist always we ourselves hold some wrong views. For example, Nibbana. Nirvana is something beyond the death. Like that, something we believe like that, some because of the ignorance. So like that, I will explain. Do not think like this way, like that. But basically, I will explain briefly at the beginning of Gatha. After that, I will share the story in briefly. Okay. Mano Pubbangama Dhamma. You know what is Mano? Mano means mind. There are many words in Pali. Chitta, Mana, Vijnana, like that on the mind. Here, mind. In some commentaries, we can see there are some difference definition. Mana is this, Chitta is this, Chaita, Vijnana is like. But here, basically, we can take simple idea, mind. Pubbangama. Pubbangama mean in Sanskrit Purvangama. Purvangama mean proceeds. It's become lead. It leads, proceeds. Dhamma. The another very important thing. I will summarize the meaning after explaining this Pali word. I think it's very essential for you. Dhamma. When we study Dhamma or Tripitaka, Dhammapada, any religious source, we have to understand the contextual idea. Contextual idea means according to the place. For example, this term Dhamma, we can see in different contexts. So one place it means some like this Dhamma, famous Hindu Dhamma, Catholic Dharma, like that. Another idea. So here there is a specific idea. So I am not going to explain all the Dhamma. There are in this commentary. I have the commentary books also here. I see there are 10 meaning of the Dhamma. There are 10 meaning of the Dhamma. Like Dhammo sabhave pariyatti panya nyasesu paccappa katisu punyo, nyeye gunachara samadhisuti, nisatta tapattisu karana bedu. Like that, they have many ideas. For example, Dhamma has one meaning, quality, guna. The term Dhamma used with the meaning of quality. And desana meaning like Buddha Dhamma, like that. Pariyatti meaning the Tripitaka, like that. Like here meaning Chaitasika Dhamma. In this Gatha, what is the meaning of the word Dhamma? Chaitasika. Chaitasika we simply can translate into English mental status. Mental status. Then what is the meaning of Mano Pubbangama Dhamma? Mano Pubbangama Dhamma means mind precedes all the mental states. Mental state. That means the all the Chaitasika Dharma succeed by the succeed by mind, or mind leads, or mind precedes all the Chaitasika Dharma. I will explain this again because what is Chaitasika, what is Chitta? In Abhidharma, it's explained in deep way. Chitta, Chaitasika. There are Chitta, many Chittas, and Chaitasika, 20, 52 Chaitasika. Then mind, Mano Settha. I am taking here the Bhikkhu Bodhi translation because he is the way excellent translators of the Tripitaka. So I think it's the very best translation of this Dhammapada. Also, there are so many translations. I follow the Bhikkhu Bodhi's translation. He translates this like Mano Settha. Mind is their chief. Of their mean Chaitasika, mental states. Their chief is mind. Okay. Then Manomaya, they all are mind born. That means they all born from mind. Manomaya, made. Then we can say Dharumaya, Shilamaya, Rajatamaya, Sarnamaya. Maya means made. Or here Manomaya, they all are mind words. Like you can understand Mano Pubbangama Dhamma, Mano Settha, Manomaya. Simply the meaning is mind precedes all the mental state, and mind is their chief. Mind is their chief, and they all are mind born. The Chaitasikas are born from mind. Then Manasache paduttena bhasati va karoti va. Che mean if. In Pali, che mean if. Manasa che paduttena. Paduttena manasa. Paduttena manasa mean impure. Padutta mean impure. That mean in not clean. Impure mean clean. Opposite word of impure. Padutta, dushita. It has polluted mind. Manasa mean mind. Paduttena manasa, polluted or impure mind. Bhasati va karoti va, speak and works or act. Like the word meaning like this, manasa means by mind, paduttena mean by impure, and bhasati va karoti va means speak. The simple translation like this, we can say, if a person speak or acts. Speak means bahasati. Speak something, bahasati. And karoti, acts, do something with an impure mind. I do something with impure mind. I speak something with impure or unclean, polluted mind. Then the result is tato nandukhaman veti. Tato nandukhaman veti. Chakkanva vahato padan. Tato nandukhaman veti. Chakkanva Vahato Pada. That means the suffering, dukkha manveti. Dukkha means suffering. Anveti means follow. The suffering follows him. That person who speaks or do something with impure mind, the suffering follow him like chakkanva vahato padan, like the wheel follows the foot of ox. You know the cart. The foot as walk the ox, the cart also, the wheel follow him. Likewise, the suffering or the problems follows him. Or simple translation like this: Mano pubbangama dhamma mano settaha manomaya manasache paduttena bhasati va karoti va tato nandukha manveti chakkan vahato padam. Wait a minute. Okay. Like this, we can translate very simple way. I think you can understand the meaning. The simple meaning is we should, if we speak or if we do something with pure mind, impure mind or polluted mind, the result will be bad. The result follows or the suffering will follow. It gives very beautiful, very famous simile or upama like chakkang vahato padan, like the wheel follow the cart. You can see when in the ancient time the cart go the oxen very heavy, carry on very heavy in the cart and very difficult way he walks. Like that, the past, what we did, what we speak, all follow with us without any changing. So we have to face that. Okay, this is the very simple meaning. Mano pubbangama dhamma mano settaha manomya. The mind is the proceed. Mind proceed. The mind is the main thing of the all mental states. That means lobha, dvesa, like that. Everything. And all the chaitasika dharmas. It may be good thoughts. If I use thoughts, this is very good words for you. You can understand all our thoughts are proceed by our mind, and all our thoughts is the what we do. So we have to be careful. The mind is the prominent or most important thing in this regard. So we can translate this like this: mind precedes all the mental states. Mind is their chief. Mind are if they do good mind, what happen? Um, if a person speaks or acts with an impure mind, the suffering follow him. The next gatha, Mano Pubbangama Dhamma, Mano Settha Manomaya. See the difference? First gatha Manasache Paduttena. The second gatha Manasache Pasandina Bhasati Va Karoti Va. Tato Nansuka Manveti Chayav Anapayini. Chayav Anapayini. The translation same of the beginning. Mind precedes all mental states. Mano Pubbangamamadam. Mano Settha. Mind is their chief. Manomaya is made by all. Mind is the worst. And the next point is change. Manasache pasannena. If a person speak or act with pure mind, pasannena manasa, pure mind, what happened? Chaya tato nan sukha manveti. The happiness will follow him like the shadow which we follow us. Which we follow us. The shadow will never give up us. Like this, the good things what we do will follow with us. So I think this is the basic thing. Now, if I turn to the other point, there are very important Dhamma facts in this. What are they? You know, wait a minute. I think there is a noise something, no? Can you hear me? There is something go in the road, I think. Okay. In this Gatha, I would like to share a very important Dhamma fact, because you know there are 10 unwholesome actions. In this Gatha say, Manasache paduttena bhasativa karotiva. What are the actions we can do with impure mind? What are the action we can, what are the speech that we can do with impure mind? This is very important. So we have to understand this is the Mano Pubbangama Dhamma, Mano Setta Manome in this Gatha. The important fact of this is, I think, there are 10 akusala kamma. Akusala kamma means unwholesome actions. They are like this. In the mind, we can do 3 actions, and by body we can do 4, and by speech another 4. Then altogether by speech there are 4, and by mind there are 3, and by mind there are 3. Altogether 10. I will explain what are the, because in this Gatha they explain Manasache paduttena bahasativa karotia. First is Elte bahasati. What we can speech, what are the various aspects of speech that we can use with bad or impure mind. They are 4. Musavada, first is Musavada, lying. Second one is Pisuna Vacha. Pisuna Vacha means we can say slandering. Slandering. You can see in the meaning slandering. I will explain it like this. And Parusa Vacha and Sampappalapa. These are the 4 kinds of speech that we can do with impure mind. Musavada, Parusa Vacha, Sampappalapa, and Pisuna Vacha. And by action, we can do another 3. Panatipata, Adinnadana, and Kame Sumichachara. 6. And mind, most important one is Abhijja. Abhijja, Vyapada, Michya. I think you can remember like this from the beginning. Speech, there are 4. Musavada, Sampappalapa, Musavada, Pisunavacha, then Parusavacha, then Sampappalapa. Action, very famous, Panatipata, Adinnadana, Kame Sumichachara. Altogether 7. Mind, Abhijja, Vyapada, Michya. These are the 10 akusala or unwholesome action that we can do by impure mind. So with, if our mind become impure, 1 of out of 10 have to do. So we have to be careful. We have to maintain always pasannena manasa. We have to do always live the clear mind, very pure mind. Otherwise, we maybe commit unwholesome action. Okay, we will discuss briefly. We will discuss what are these 10, because it's limited time. We have to move to the story also. Ah, Musawada. These four is by speech. Bahasati. We can say Musawada, telling lies. Telling lies, we always, the Buddha said, Natti papang akaryan. The person who tell lies, he has no any other things. That means he can do any of unwholesome action. That means he can do anything to the world who speaks Musavada. Pisuna vacha means slandering. You can see in the political sides, always they slander. They do like this, they do like this. Even day-to-day life, people always like to slander. Like there is a very important thing in Sri Lanka. It is like eating honey. That means people enjoy. He has done like this, like. So we have to be careful, because by these things our minds become impure, and impure mind we do this. And parusavacha, harsh words we use when we get angry. And sampappalapa, this is the most important thing. Sampappalapa means useless words. When people gather, they always talking. It's useless. So Buddha said, these are the four: Musavada, Pisunavacha, Parusavacha, and Sampappalapa. So we have to control our words, not to talk Musavada, not to talk slandering, not to talk harsh word, and not to talk useless Sampappalapa. Basic, this is actually not for the lay person. It's definitely completely prohibited by the Buddha for the monks, like Rajakatha, Chorakatha, like that. We can't talk about kings. We cannot talk about political monks. We cannot talk about thief and some problems in the world, and women and business, because it's harm to our sansaric journey. It harms to our dhamma path. So we always to be in cultivate mindfulness. What I speak. This is the important thing, because by the speech we do many harms. Our family problems arise, our company become collapse, our study, our society, all the society depends on the words. So Buddha said, Manasache paduttena bhasati. Bhasati means speech. These are the four kinds of speech in Buddhism that has been prohibited. So we also have to should try to prohibit or refrain from speaking lies, speaking slandering, speaking harsh words, and useless words. This is the thing. And what are the actions? Bahasativa, karotiva. Buddha say, people can do three kind of impure actions. They are in the 10 in have categorized in 10 akusala kamma or dasa akusala kamma, 10 unwholesome. I am not going to explain these things because it's very famous. Panatipata. What is the meaning of panatipata? Panatipata means killing animals. People kill animals, people kill human beings, and destroy the world due to impure mind. People steal others' property. Why? Because of impure mind. And people mistakes, or people commit sexual activities with others in bad ways or wrong ways. They maintain 3-5 wives like that. It's because of impure mind. These I am not going to explain because it's very famous, and basically even not mentioned here, only it mentioned bahasativa karotiva, but Always we Bahasati and Karp, speech and action based on mind. The Buddha explained three kinds of impure mind in the 10 akusala karma. They are abhijja, vyapada, and micchati. Abhijja meaning we can say simply like the greedy for others' belonging. Abhijja. Abhijja means I cannot look at others' success. See, if my friend buy a very expensive car, I hate him. This is avijja. Vyapada means hatred, complete, not the angry. The advanced, developed level of the angry become hatred, vyapada. Michaditti means following wrong views. I will explain these 10 again and again when we discuss. So Buddha said we have to be careful in this way. So the first gatha like this, I think now you can clear. Manasache paduttena bahasati vakaratiya. When our mind become impure, we always commit these 10. Avijja, vyapada, nityaditi, panatipata, like so. We have to careful. Why we have to be careful? The result follows us just like chakkan vahato padam. The result follows us. That's the most important thing. We can do that. No problem. Someone can ask, someone can tell, this is my duty, or this is my right. I can do what I want. I can speak what I want, but doesn't matter. The problem is we have to face ourselves the result. This story also really interesting, and we can look at this story, very long story, in this in different ways. But because of the time limitation, I will briefly explain the story. Then we can look at this story also with the view of the Dhamma. You know, in the India, there was a man. I am not mentioning the names. Attakatagyo, as I think he's Yasa, like that, some name. Uh, he was very rich, and he had a very beautiful wife. But unfortunately, he has not children. Then what happened? He was very sad, because the Buddha always explained Putta Vattu Manusana, most important wealth or most important property is Putra or son, children. Whatever you have, if husband and wife hasn't children, they feeling sad. Then this husband or this man also was very unhappy, because his wife has not children. One day, while he was returning from the lake after having bath, he saw a very big tree. He thought there should be a god in this tree. So I should clean this area under this tree. And he was he cleaned it and built some wall protecting the tree. That tree protecting a wall, you have seen in Sri Lanka, both tree, we can the home for the both tree. Like that, he built a protection. And he wow, I will um, I will do puja, I will sacrifice if I have a son. After a few months, his wife got pregnant, and after 9 months, she delivered a beautiful boy, son. And the husband thought this happened because of that tree god, So I should respect him, and he did everything. And in the naming ceremony, he put his name, because of that protection. He put the name Pala. The son name was Pala. What happened? After few years, another boy born. was born. Then his name was, the first was Mahapala, second was Chullapala. After the few years, parents passed away, died, and both brothers become elder. One day that Mahapala, the elder one, elder brother, after having listening to the Dhamma, he decided not to get married. Instead of getting married, he decided to become a monk. He asked his younger brother and told, keep this all the inanimate and animate, all the properties, money, lands, gold, gems, everything, keep with you. I will go to Buddha Sasana and become a monk. I will give up this everything. After that, the brother was sad. He tried to, in various ways, to keep him in the household life, but he failed. He gave up and went to Buddha and the age and became a monk. After a few years, he saw so many monks come and take karmasthana, some objects for the meditation, and go away from the Buddha and meditate, and they become arahant. The Pala monk, or the Pala Tero, now his name is Pala, same, he become, and one day he asked from the Buddha, dear Venerable Bhante, or Bhagava, I am at the old age, so how can I follow the Buddhism? The Buddha said there are two ways that you can follow the Buddhism. One is Gantadura, another is Vipassana Dura. Gantadura means you can study the Dhamma. The Vipassana Dura means you can meditate and you can practice meditation and attain Nibbana. He told, I am at the age of very final age of my life. I am elder, so I am in the old age, so I cannot study so much. I cannot memorize Dhamma. So Bhante, I would like to follow the Vipassana Dur, and he took Kammatthana or Karmasthana and went for the meditation. And he went with 500 monks to the forest, and all the night he was without sleeping, meditating. All the day and night he was. And he didn't arrange any place even for the sleeping. After 1-2 years, what happened? All the monks work, wake up in the morning and get ready for the alms giving. One day the monk was the covered his eyes with tears. The monks came and asked what happened. He didn't reply. And he said, okay, this, I think my eyes have some ill. Okay, I will come. You can go to Pindapata for the begin of foods. Then he stayed at the temple. Still his uh, tears was falling. After that, he went to a famous doctor, and he gave medicine to the monk, but still his eyes was not recovered. One day that doctor came and checked. Then he saw this monk is not sleeping. He always walking, sitting, and meditating. Walking, do meditation, even walking like that, to never sleep. He said his eyes already died. It cannot recover. Then after that, he became blind. After that, he famous. The history also in this name Chakkupala. His name was Pala because his eyes was blind. Because of his blindness, he famous Chakkupala. After that, I will short my story. Otherwise, time is going to pass away. Um, After that, the monk was returning, but Chakkupala Thera told him, okay, I cannot go with you because if I am blind, I will come very slowly. You go to the city and meet the Buddha and especially my younger brother and inform him to send someone for me. Then the monk went. While he was standing in the sitting in the temple, the forest temple, the story goes like that. Sakra Deva came, and he in a disguise as a passenger, and he told, "I also going to the city. I will take your sticks, and you can follow me like that." He, however, Chakkupalatera came to see Buddha, and one day the monks was meditating. Even Chakkupalatero, even he became Arahant. At the dawn, at the very early, he was wake up and he was walking and make. You can say Chankaman, walking and meditation. In that way, small incense was in the ground and they were killed because this monk is blind. He cannot see is the on the ground the infants were killed. After the sunshine were rise, monks saw so many infants are killed in the ground by Chakkupalatera. They went to Buddha and informed the problem. The Chakkupalatero has killed many infants by walking in the ground. Then the Buddha said, "No, he is Arahant. He never do this in the intent." This is very important. Intents of a karma. He has not any intents to kill that in ant or insect. He just walk and meditate, but he didn't know. He didn't know there was. Then monk understood the story. This is very important about karma. We will discuss when we talk about the karma, because the karma, Buddha says, Chetanaham Bhikkhave Karma. The Chetana is the most important instant. Chetana is the most important to do. The doctor can operate. While he was operating, the patient may be died, but the doctor has no bad karma because he hasn't any intends to kill him like that. Then they asked what happened to this Chakkupalatero. He became Arahant, but still he blind. Wait a minute. Now, then the Buddha explained, he was a doctor. This is the system. Some story has the previous stories, like Jatak stories. Buddha explained in a previous few life ago, previous life, this Chakkupalatera became a doctor. This is very important story for us. And there was one lady who was blind, and this doctor she came to him and take medicine. Then she told that doctor, I am very poor. I haven't money to pay you, but please give me medicine. Please treat me. After I am getting better, I will save for you. I will become a servant for you after the getting better. Then what happened? The doctor agreed with her, and did medicine. Few weeks later, the previous life of Chakkupalatera, the doctor understood she is getting better. But he asked, "How are you now?" The lady told him, "I am still same. I am not well like that. My eyes still, I cannot see. I am still blind like that." Then this doctor thought, this lady, this woman cheating me. this lady is cheating me. She maybe think if she is okay, she has to work for me, serve for me. So that's why she is cheating and she is telling lies. I am not okay like that. Then what happened? This doctor gave some poison to completely blind medicine. When she came to take medicine, she gave some poison, bad medicine, to become completely blind of this. See, from that life, this doctor became every life blind, and Buddha explained, even at the final life of this Chakkupala, even he was able to become Arahant, still he has to face this bad karma. This is the most important advice. Like paduttena chittena, like impure mind. Manasache paduttena bahasativa karotiva tatonan dukkha manveti chakkanva. See the connection, like the suffering follows us like the foot of ox from the cartwheel. So we have to careful. Karana kalata pau mihiriya mihise within a kalata duk jadi. There is a very beautiful poem in Sinhala. When we do bad karmas, it's just like eating honey. But when we face their result, it's become big harmful to us. So still we have to be careful. We have to think twice before do something, before speak something, even before think something. Because Buddha say the result, just like the Sinidhi explained, the result is very see from that mind. Even if we take Angulimala Thera, even he has very big psychic power. He has to face. He killed by thieves, gang of thieves. Right. So this is the first Gatha story, and I will summarize the second Gatha. It is not very long. You know, Matta Kundali. See the opposite way. If we do something or speak something with pure mind, pure chitta, what happened? The results also become very good. You know, Matta Kundali is a very interesting story. His father, Matta Kundali's father, was very greedy, very crazy man. He is very crazy. You know, his name also Matta Kundali became after the was born this Matta Kundali. He didn't give gold to the goldsmith to make earring, because he think goldsmith maybe cheat and take my gold, so I make an earring like that. He chopped the gold and make a earring. Because of that earring, he became Matta Kundali. Matta mean chop, Kundali mean earring. And few years later, his one and only son, this Matta Kundali, became ill, sick, faced very serious illness. Then what happened? He didn't even how much he greedy, you can understand. Because I said Puttavat Manusan, the most important thing is children. But he didn't care. He thought, if I take medicine from the doctors, they will pay so much. They have to be paid. Or I have to pay so much for the money for this. So I will go to them. What do is Matagundali's father do is he go to visit doctors just like some meeting, and while they are discussing, they ask, "Oh, to this medicine, to this disease, what do you give?" Then they explain, "Okay, we give these leaves and these roots and take together and mix and give the juice like that." Sometimes the traditional doctors didn't tell the correct medicine, no? Then what happened is they told wrong medicine. He take that and give the sickness become more dangerous, more serious, and he finally the doctor came and checked and told, "I cannot do anything. He is at the doorstep of death." So I cannot do anything. Then even Mattakundali's father thought, if this boy died in this home, the people may visit here and they will see my properties, my wealth. So I will put him out of the door. And he put in the payment of the door. Then the Buddha at the early morning searched the world, to whom should I help today? Then Buddha says the Matta Kundali has the ability of becoming to understand this. So he came, and Matta Kundali was sleeping opposite to the Buddha, looking at the wall. Then he was shining the body. Then what happened? Matta Kundali looked at the Buddha, and his mind became very happy. After that, he died and was born as a god. See, he didn't do so many good things. He even not a Buddhist. He didn't follow Buddhism. He didn't do. We don't know what he did. But at the mind of the death, the final moment, he was very happy. Because of that happiness, he was born as a god. There is a another later story also very interesting. This is the reality of the society, even the children also same. When the parents are living in the they are living, they don't treat them, they don't look at, they don't even give food and clothes, anything. But after they passed away, children crying, and do everything, giving foods to the poor people, monks, and anything, and distribute things. But when they live, they don't. Like that, Matta Kundali's father also did same. What he did. After Matta Kundali died, he was crying in the near the cemetery, near the body where dump. He was crying. The god Matta Kundali, who is now in the heaven, so my father is crying there. Then the god disguised as a boy, small boy, and he also came to there and started crying. While they are both are crying and look, Matta Kundali's father looked at him and he asked, I am crying because my son died few days ago. You son, why are you crying? Then he says, I am crying because I am making a cart. Cart, is plain cart, small cart to play. But I have no two wheel. I have to put two wheel to this cart, but I cannot find. Please give me sun and moon. Please give me sun and moon to join for the month. Then the Matta Kundali's father become angry. Oh, idiot. Don't you know this sun and cannot take because it's very far away. Like that, he started to blame. Then Matta Kundali, the boy who was disguised by the Matta Kundali Deva, he started to re-argue with him like that. Okay, I am requesting, I am asking that things to visible. The sun and moon we can see. I am asking that. You are idiot. You ask your son. He was crying and asking, oh my son, come here, come here, come here. Like you are asking your son, even not visible, like that. He wants like that. The final thing is after he became the Buddha, he went to Buddha and preached the Dhamma, and Matta Kundali's father also understood the Dhamma and became monk like that. The story goes on. But I am not going to discuss all the things like this because these two stories are very long, but others are not like that. So I just need to say, see the difference. Chakupalatero in his previous life was a doctor. Because of this power, he did bad medicine for the lady and became Matta Kundali. Even he is not a and he didn't follow the Buddhism. He didn't do anything, but just pure mind. He looked at the Buddha, become his mind pure. Because of the, as a result, he became a deva. So always we have to maintain our mind. Mind is the mano pubbangama. Mind is the most important thing. We can discuss in the chitta vagga how mind is important, because the in the mind is just like an actor in our body. He can act what we do, what we speak, what we do. The all the world continues by the mind. So we have to take advice from these two Dhammapada Gatha, how to control, why we should control our mind, and always we should continue with pure mind, pasannena manasa, manasa che pasanne, because whatever we do, whatever we speak, whatever we think with good, pure mind, the result also become pure and become very helpful and very effective for us. So always my final advice is to please try to eradicate bad thoughts, bad chaitasikas from our. We will discuss about the chaitasikas later, because today is the first day. I'm not going to explain everything. These bad thinking, bad thoughts, we have to remove, and we should cultivate good thoughts every day, because the thoughts reproduce our attitudes. So we can be happy in this life, as well as we can face to our death final moment also with happy mind. If we cultivate this good mind, even next life also become very successful if we follow this. So I think we have discussed Dhamma for half an hour. Today is the first day, and there were some technical issues. So I'm sorry for these technical issues. I promise next time I will solve these things, and I can give 5 minutes if anyone has to ask any questions, and we can conclude that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Banteji, for this wonderful, nice session. And we all are very thankful to you to deliver this lecture. And I request to anyone ask any question, you can unmute yourself and ask Banteji to your question. Anyone question? If there is any question, please unmute yourself or hand raise yourself.
And if you have any suggestion, because this is a program, continuous program, if you have any suggestion, even if you not like to talk, you can type here. What we should do in previous, is it okay? Or you can suggest, is this is better if you can do like this way, okay. I highly appreciate, because this is my first experience. I have delivered lectures and like this, but first time I am explaining this in English way, and as well as in the like this online mode. So we can continue this, and if you have to suggest something, you can do it. It's never mind. I think no question. No, we can conclude.
No. Banteji, no question.
Okay.
I think there is. Very nice session is this, and you are very simple way you explain first two gathas with reference of some Abdhamma, and the two gathas, Chakupal Gatha, Chakupal Thir Gatha, and Matta Kundali Gatha. Thank you so much. And there is one question. I think someone hand raised.
They asked WhatsApp group. I think the organizers will reply this.
You can contact to me, Vishakanand Bansor.
And I think if you can make a WhatsApp group and they can like that, no?
Yeah, Banti. Ji. Oh, thank you so much. And here I request to Acharya Rajesh Chandra sir to please come and say something and enlighten us to some word. Rajesh Chandra sir. Hello. Acharya Rajesh Chandra sir.
जी।
Sir, thank you sir.
जी। So it's a very excellent talk by Venerable Bhante ji, and first of all I pay him deepest regards. Very excellent way that he is teaching and delivering the Dhamma talk. और अभी जो सूचना हम अपने सारे धम्मपद के अनुरागियों से जुड़े हुए लोगों को देना चाह रहे हैं, और मुझे इतना ही संदेश आप सभी लोगों को देना है कि आगामी 19 नवंबर को कार्तिक पूर्णिमा है। 19 नवंबर में कार्तिक पूर्णिमा है। कार्तिक पूर्णिमा के दिन सारनाथ में भगवान बुद्ध की अस्थियों के दर्शन होते हैं। तो 18 तारीख को शाम को सभी लोग सारनाथ पहुंचने की यात्रा की योजना बना रहे हैं, और 19 तारीख पूर्णिमा में भगवान की अस्थियों के दर्शन करना, और उसके अगले दिन हम सभी लोग धम्मपद का अखंड संगायन करें सारनाथ में धम्मे की स्तूप के सानिध्य में। तो इसमें जितने लोग भी उत्सुक हैं वो अभी से अपने नाम, अफर्मेशन, अपनी हामी आप समन्वय सेवा संस्थान और भदंत बुद्धदत्त पाली संवर्धन प्रतिष्ठान दोनों में अवधेश जी को और अंकित जी को नोट करा सकते हैं। If Venerable Bhante ji is hearing me, listening me, just I want to inform him kindly that we are chanting this Dhammapada since last 6 months, more than 6 months. During this rainy retreat, we are chanting Dhammapada daily. More than 100 upasak and upasikas are daily chanting complete Dhammapada in their houses, and on the completion of this rainy retreat, we are going to chant Dhammapada at Sarnath, just around Dhamme ki Stupa on 20th November 2021 at Sarnath, having the worship of Buddha's relics there. We will be staying there for 3 days. So if Bhante ji could join it, it will be our pleasure.
Thank you so much. I will definitely join with you. I will try
Our pleasure, Bhante ji, our pleasure. And your talk is really very excellent talk. You taken the stories, Attakathas, and explained in a very, very classical way. I appreciate last week also and this week also. जी। तो अभी आज के इस कार्यक्रम में जितने लोग भी शामिल हैं उन सभी लोगों को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, और जो अपने संचालक बंधु हैं बहुत अच्छा संचालन कर रहे हैं, और डॉक्टर प्रफुल्ल गढ़पाल जी को विशेष रूप से आभार कि आप इस तरीके का आयोजन अनवरत करते रहते हैं। सभी लोगों को नमो बुद्धाय, जय भीम।
साधु साधु साधु, सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और मैं धम्मपालन गाथा के लिए जो है भरत वनकर सर जी को आमंत्रित करता हूं कि कृपया वे धम्मपालन गाथा के साथ इस सत्र का समापन करें। भरतवनकर सर, क्या आप मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं? ओके, तो मैं ही धम्मपालन गाथा के साथ इस सत्र का समापन करता हूँ। सब पापस्य अकर्णं कुशलस्य उपसंपदा सचेत पर्योदपनं एतं बुद्धान शासनं धम्मं चरे सुचरितं नतं दुचरितं चरे धम्मचारी सुखं सेति अस्मिन् लोके परं हि च न तावता धम्मदरो यावता बहुभाषिति यो च अपम्पि श्रुत्वान् धम्मं कायेन पश्यति सवे धम्मधरो होति यो धम्मं न पमज्जति नति मे शरणं गयं बुद्धो मे शरणं वरं एतेन सच्चवज्जेन होतु मे जयमङ्गलं नति मे शरणं गयं धम्मो मे शरणं वरं एतेन सच्चवज्जेन होतु मे जयमङ्गलं नति मे शरणं गयं संघो मे शरणं वरं एतेन सच्चवज्जेन होतु मे जयमङ्गलं नमो बुद्धाय नमो धम्माय नमो संघाय साधु साधु साधु। बहुत बहुत साधुवाद, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी का इस सत्र में जुड़ने के लिए। सर, आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं?
हाँ विशाखानंद जी, मुझे ये बताना है जितने लोग भी कार्यक्रम में जुड़े हैं कि अगले सप्ताह इसी समय से ये कार्यक्रम अपने समय के मुताबिक होगा। और अगले सप्ताह जैसे मेरी बात हुई है डॉक्टर प्रफुल्ल गढ़पाल साहब से कि हम लोग धम्मपद के एक स्वर में संगायन के ऊपर कार्यशाला लेंगे कि हम सबका एक जैसे स्वर में हम कैसे चैंटिंग करें, क्योंकि जब सामूहिक धम्मपद का पाठ किया जाना है तो सबका एक स्वर बने रहना चाहिए, और वो कैसे बना रहे, एक राग कैसे बना रहे, इसके ऊपर अगले सप्ताह इसी समय वर्कशॉप होगी।
बहुत बहुत साधुवाद।
नहीं जुड़ पा रहे वो भी जरूर जुड़े।
जी जी
जी
बहुत बहुत साधुवाद, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। सर ने जो आप लोगों को निर्देश दिया है, जो जानकारी दी है, वो नेक्स्ट वीक के प्रोग्राम में उसे फॉलो किया जाएगा, तो आप सभी लोग उस कार्यक्रम में अवश्य जुड़े। आज के सत्र यहीं समाप्त किया जाता है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।